Try not to touch it. I got the microphone on. I'm just hoping that it doesn't flop around too much. We're going on a field trip today. Just going to wait for some of you to hop on because I know Facebook is delayed. Always. Oh, they left me a message again. Okay, anyways. Hello, hello. Oh, I'm shaking. Sorry. Immense amount of caffeine today? No, not really. Not today. Not today. No. So when I logged on to do the live, Facebook gave me a message this time that said I could determine what people saw in the broadcast. I'm like, what? I don't know how I'm determining what. But anyways, hi Wendy, hi Denise. Anyways, so I've kind of missed you guys. Kind of missed you just a little bit. And at the same time, I kind of like the time away and not to have like a scheduled every Sunday night kind of thing. So, but this Sunday, I'm actually not going to be home. So that's why I switched to live. I might put it back to Sundays just because Sunday's like the wind down day of the week and people are generally winding down. I don't know. Sounded good. I think that's why I picked the day. Thanks. Okay. I look amazing, but I still hate my natural hair. It's fine. It is, look, it is just like, what? What hair? What? Oh my God. Oh God. And it's kind of covering the tattoo. I'm trying to grow it out. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying not to cut it by myself because Jenny will kill me if I do. Anyways. I had my Raquel Welch wig on today. My blonde one. And I just decided that I wanted to take it off. Well, then you take it off and my hair like does all these crazy like wavy things from having the wig on. So I just wet it down. This is what it looks like. This is it. This is all she wrote. That's all I got. And while I love my wigs, I have to remember to love myself like this. So for me personally, this is something that I have gone through on occasion. Because for those of you who know me, you know that I usually have my nails done, which I don't. These are actually my nails. Look, they're growing. Oh. I used to get my nails done all the time. I had my lash extensions that I had. And God almighty, I still miss them. So I generally have strip lashes on. I glue them on now when I want to. And yeah, I had them on today, but I took them off. And I've been wearing Pharmacy eyeshadow, which is fine. But it's like glitter everywhere. It's shimmer, so it's like light sparkles. But then I'm not good about using primer or setting spray, even though I have those things. So as the day wears on, the shimmer transfers from here, over here, under here. And I'm like, okay, I just took it all off. So how are you guys doing? You doing good? I missed you. Anyways, I want to show you, so I'm going to take you off the base. I want to show you the office space that's still not done. That's a whole conversation. That's a whole conversation. And some things that got added that really, I don't know why they got added, but I'm going to pop you off right now because we don't need to look at Sandy's messy basement. I mean, well, we could, but it's not really that bad. Okay, Okay, got it. This is my bed. Yep, still sleep here, still live here. It's fine. So here's the office space. I turned on the light just so you could kind of see it. So it's all been like fitted in, trimmed out, whatever you want to call it. I can still smell this door. So we got a door with a key, which is great. It smells like cigarettes because he got it from Habitat, and he's a smoker and he can't smell it. So I've been spraying it every day with Febreze. It's fine. It's totally fine. So there is, I know the lighting sucks in here. That's the other side of the basement, but there's going to be a closet under the stairs. And he already insulated, great. This was already insulated prior because we had that done all around the basement. But then we have a beam, and we have another beam. And he said that right here, where his level is, that 2x4 can come out if we ever decide we want to put in a window. Okay. Joy. That's enough. That's enough with the field trip for today. Oh my God, I just went blind. So the whole, this side of, oh, I should show you. So everything that was on that side now is over here, in addition to all of our canned goods, because we might have an apocalypse. Jesus. So everything that was spread out is now all stored right here. Like super compact, super easy. Just probably like everybody's regular basement would be, but we just have a huge basement. Anyways, hey, Sammy Joe. So, Annie, I'm not going to make you motion sick as I'm, oh, what the heck. There we go. As I'm walking back to my space, it's all my space. This is all my space. I live down here. He didn't like that. I told him I live down here. He didn't like that at all. But that's reality. He doesn't have to like it, I guess. I tell people that at work all the time. You don't have to like it. We don't ever have to like results, but it would also be helpful. I'm going to sit down, but I need to find where I am on this ring light situation. One more. Looks like I have to go down one more. Hang on. I literally cannot see. It's so bright. Are we good? Ooh, my eyebrows look really dark. Ooh. Okay. I think we're good. I don't know why it appears so much darker on my end than it does for you. Like, I feel like I look dark. Anyways, so, can you still hear me? I hope I didn't touch it too much. I forget that I have the damn thing on. Hang on, I need a drink. I need a drink of water. So, I still live down here. In essence, it's kind of very weird. It's a choice. I think I need to make that clear to everybody. I'm making a choice because I've been asked, why are you living in the basement? Well, because I fucking want to. Let's just be real. That's how I roll. I don't want to share energy with him right now because he just doesn't reciprocate mine. That's probably the easiest way to explain it. So, I mean, it kind of sucks. I don't, here, I'm just going to be real, because this is real talk. I don't like to tune into those emotions real frequently because it's very hurtful to basically be separated from your husband but live in the same house, because that's essentially what's happening. This cycle, because it's literally a cycle, we did this the first time we were married. This is how our first marriage ended. Exactly. I moved into the basement because I didn't want to be around him anymore. And he then, much like he is now, was totally okay with that. Some energies just don't give no matter how much we want them to. Girl, Maggie, I agree with you. I have tried. So he was okay with that then, which he's also okay with that now. It's kind of like, it's kind of like just living in a constant state of denial. Like if I don't acknowledge it, it's not happening. So that's what he does. He just acts like we are still a happily married couple. We're not. I suppose if you ask him, his answer might be very different from mine because of his state of consciousness, his reality. Everybody's reality is different. It's all your perception is your reality. Well, my perception of this is that our marriage is ending. That's my perception. And like I said, I know that he will probably disagree with that, but you cannot go months on end without communication and sleeping in separate parts of a home and think that your marriage is okay. So again, this is my choice to basically live down here because I don't want to share energy. And there's some things that have kind of been, I guess I kind of started paying a little bit more attention. These things have probably been happening the entire time I've known this man, and I just never acknowledged it before because it wasn't something that I was actively thinking about, or it was just the way we interacted. Because if you know us, we bicker. We just bicker. We just do. That's how we are. That's how we've always been. But he's mean. And on the flip side, I'm mean. So we're mean to each other, and it's not funny. It's not funny. I can't believe that this has been happening. I know it's funny to other people, but now this shit is serious. So he likes to tell me things like, you don't know anything. And while before that would have been like, yeah, okay. And I'd have some banter back to him. And I'm just like, well, if I don't know anything, then what are you doing with me? And you know what his response was? This literally happened like 2 days ago. I don't know. That was his response. And I said, well, if you don't know why you're with me, perhaps you should move out. What are we doing? Like, he doesn't want to acknowledge it. Kind of like I don't want to sit and dwell on it because it breaks my fucking heart, to be real honest. This man that I have known for 23 plus years at this point, that I just have a different viewpoint of it. I have always felt like we could be great. We could be something so great, you know? And it's just like, I can't do it my damn self. I can't hold the whole relationship and try and maintain it myself. And why the hell would I want to? I don't want to. So I live here, down in the basement. So I don't know when that will change. And I'm not making myself or anyone else any promises about anything. I am choosing myself, whether anybody around us likes that or not. I just always feel like, you know, we have a lot of mutual friends that both of us, you know, are friends with. And I don't know why I feel like I'm always concerned about what the mutual friends think. And at this point, I don't give a flying fuck what you think. This is my life. I'm the one living it. You get my side of it if you're in this group with me. You get his side of it if you're friends with him and you talk to him. You know, I would never ask anybody to choose sides. Don't do that. If you were loyal to him in the beginning and you want to continue to be loyal to him, that's great. That should not affect your relationship with me. I feel like we're always just, oh my God, hang on one second. It's fine. It's fine. I have a candle burning and it was about to start something on fire. It's totally fine. No worries. It's the Relax candle from Bath & Body Works. Because I need some relaxing in my life. So anyways, outside of that, because that's a humongous fucking part of my life. And this is what I said to my friend Bethany yesterday. Sweet Bethany. She tries to give me guidance and I try to listen, but, you know, I'm also me. And I'm a Taurus and I'm stubborn. But I just told her that I have a life to live. I have a job to do. I don't have time to dwell on shit that's not going right in my life. And in all honesty, that has served me quite well because it forces me to be more positive and get things done rather than wallowing. And I'm not by any means saying that wallowing in your own shit is not worth every minute of the wallow, because sometimes it is damn near necessary to just sit and feel like crap. But I just, for the most part, I just choose not to. Follow your gut. You need to do what's best for you. And not only that, but you need to focus on what you're becoming. That is very true. So true. It's real easy, so easy to lose focus on yourself when you have this outward chaos kind of going on in your life. So I've kind of given myself some freedoms with food. And I don't want to say that I've gone backwards, because I'm not I'm not at that point because I know what that point is. But I haven't been as strict as I was when I started. So I'm not, I don't know how to, like, I'm not actively losing weight because I feel like I know, I hate to say that. I feel like I'm stuck, but I know I'm not stuck. I know that I'm processing and trying to heal the parts of me that still want food as a comfort. And that I know will probably take me the rest of my life. So I'm just trying to like, oh, the sump pump is going off. You're going to hear that water in a minute. I'm just trying to like vibe with it a little bit, focus, try and work my way through it. I also, 3 weeks to the day, still have a gigantic hole in my mouth. I'm not peeing, that's the sump pump. It's loud. Because there's only nothing separating me from that sump pump right now, besides a big piece of insulation. Anyways, sorry, I started focusing on the water. Trying to focus on yourself again with other stuff going on. I don't know. It's proven to be one of the most difficult things that I've ever done, yet at the same time, I know that being at this point, almost 5 months in, it's also, like Maggie and I have talked about this, like when you look back on how far I've come already, when you lose 40 pounds in 4 months, that's an insane number and an insane accomplishment. But yet it seems so easy when you get to the 4-month point. That first week, the second month, it all seems so hard while you're in it. And then you get to like that point and you're just like, oh my God, that was so easy. Why didn't I do this before? And now I have this hole in my mouth, which affects what I can eat, which if you're keto, I mean, you can still eat vegetables, you just have to cook them because anything crunchy right now is not popping off, which I miss. I kind of miss my pork rinds, just a little bit. So I have had a lot of ice cream, a lot of keto ice cream, but even still, it's inflammatory. Like, I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing. It's inflammatory. It has a whole ton of sweeteners. It usually, depending, like some of them are so bad with their sweetener or their additives or whatever that I actually will get sick from them. Excuse me, I feel like I just need to relax. Okay, I feel better now. Anyways, so that's been part of my issue. I'm surprised 3 weeks out from this whole tooth situation that I'm still having issues. This week, Monday, I was out and I had water, because I generally only drink water. And I was drinking it out of a straw because I completely forgot that I still have this hole. Because in my mind, I'm like, it's been weeks already. This like totally should be gone by now. Like I shouldn't have to worry about, the sucking motion or whatever. And Tuesday and Wednesday, I had so much pain. Like yesterday, it was so bad that I thought, oh my God, I'm gonna have to call the dentist because I don't know what's going on. Today it's better. But it was like right here, like right up by my ear. And I don't know, talking did not make it any better, but I don't know. I don't have an answer. There's plenty of soft foods that I could eat. I'm just trying to be nice to myself right now about where I'm at because I'm not actively gaining weight, but I'm definitely not losing at the rate that I was losing before because I'm just not as focused. I'll get back there. But I have to, this is my group and I do real talk, so I keep it real with everybody. That's how I expect people to come at me. Like, you don't have to lie to me about shit, so I'm not going to lie to you. Here I am. I'll figure it back out. I'll get there. Hopefully sooner rather than later, because the side effect of not being on keto is that I'm swollen. I'm swollen. I am inflamed because of the foods that I chose to eat. And it's nobody's fault but my own. Nobody was force feeding me anything. I can't eat foods that I would have liked to eat. Like my husband made steak last night. Oh my God. I miss steak so much, but I can't chew it. I can't, so I have these aligners too, and I know you can't see them, but they're shifting my teeth. So I can't use like my front teeth because they're sore. So I can't really chew anything in the front. So anything I eat has to be, I feel like a toddler. It has to be cut up in really small pieces, and I have to like put it to the side or use a fork and get it to the back, and only on this side because there's a hole over here, so I can't chew on that side. And oh my fucking Lord. But I keep my shit together because I got a job to do and a life to live. I applied for the supervisor job at work because, well, why? Because I've been there for over 20 years. I am one step below a supervisor right now, and the competition is my own coworkers because there's 4 of us. We all have the same job. We all have different skills and qualities that we bring to a supervisor role. The thing for me is whether I get that or not, it doesn't change where I'm at right now. So one of my friends is like, well, you don't sound excited about it. And I said, no, I'm a realist. I don't want to set myself up to be let down. Like, oh my God, that's totally going to be my job. And then I don't get it. And I'm like crushed. I'm being real about it. I know the competition that I'm up against, and I still will have the same position that I'm in right now if I don't get it. I mean, it's kind of a win-win, don't you think? If I do get it, that's fucking awesome. But if I don't get it, it was a learning experience. I got to do an interview, which I haven't done in, oh my God, I've been a trainer now for like 9 years almost. So I don't have interview experience. Now I've added that. You know, it's all a learning and growth process. And I am one of those people that believe that whatever is for my greater good is going to be what happens. So if that means that I get it, great. If that means I don't, great. You know, it's kind of like one of those things. Do I want it? Well, fuck yeah, I want it. I feel like I deserve it. I manage a freaking self-employment business because let's be real, he's not managing it. He has no idea how to do any of his estimates, invoicing, scheduling, customer service. He does the job and he does it well. But so I feel like that's an added bonus for me because I have that experience. But we'll see. Interviews haven't even been scheduled yet. My supervisor is leaving in April 21st, I think is her last day. So I'm kind of surprised that they posted it already because whoever takes the role can't actually be paid as a supervisor until after she leaves because of fiscal issues. What else? I debated trading in my car. I know, way out there, right? Because I mean, I'm kind of at a point with like where it is that would be like a perfect time to trade it in. Plus I know my interest rate would only be 1.99%, which is like amazing. And it's taken me years of my life to get here. You are looking at somebody who has filed bankruptcy twice in her life. I have no shame. Shit happens, man. I hit some really bumpy times in my life, but I am like so far beyond that now. That my credit score is like the bomb diggity. Let's just be real. And I've worked so fucking hard for that. Like I've worked my ass off to make sure that my shit was paid timely for years and years and years. Because when you do something like bankruptcy, it really, oh my God. It's like starting over. You have to start over. You're a credit risk. Anything you do, you're going to have to pay like 30% interest. Like it's insane. But I've done that. I've paid my dues and here I am. So not going to trade it in right now. I really did debate for a new vehicle, but then I just decided, what am I looking for? I don't even quite know yet. So I need to decide what it is that I want and then make the universe make that happen. That's where I'm at. I think I would probably have a new car yet this year, but if not, you know, then it's not in my cards. But if I could have a new car for the same payment I have now, like, why wouldn't I do that? I'm worth it. Yes, me, I'm worth it. And you are too. So if you saw, I did a live on my page just because somebody was so stinking annoying. I block people. If they come saying something, I want an SUV, Sammy Joe, I do, but I feel like I'm a little bougie and I want some things, and in an SUV that's going to cost me like way too much money. So I'm torn. I'm torn if I, because I, because I want it all. I want the leather heated seats. I want remote start. I want a nice sound system. I may or may not want a sunroof. And I want all those things in an SUV that's technically considered like loaded, and a loaded SUV is going to push my payment a little too high. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. Anyways, I did a live on my page, and it was super short because my page feels very different from my group, because I can feel all the energy as they're logging on, and it's very chaotic and weird for me. Not like I know everybody's energy that watches these lives in here. I don't. But the group is a very calm atmosphere compared to my page, because there are some people that follow my page for all the help yourself kind of quotes that are posted there. And then there are some people that follow my page because I post sarcastic, funny shit. It's a combo. So some of them, what I'm learning is that some of them should not be part of that page at all, but it's public. So I did a live over there. And it was well received. I actually got a couple messages from people afterwards, which I found interesting. People that I've never had any kind of communication with or whatever. And I do try to read the comments there because I think it's important. And I know that as the page continues to grow, that's probably going to be impossible because I had to turn off notifications. So on my phone, I do not get any notifications from the page at all. I can't. I'd never see anything on my own private, personal stuff on Facebook. So I have to go to the page and then look through the comments and whatever. I have deleted many more people since I deleted that first one who basically told me that I shouldn't judge her. It was some real raunchy response she had to something. Listen, we all have our own shit. You can have whatever opinion you want. But like the one I ended up deleting, just one of them basically said that fuck her mother, because it was something about forgiving your mom for basically putting her own toxicity into your life when it should have been about you. She made it about her kind of thing. It was just a post. They're all memes, for the fuck's sake. And these are the hills that these people want to die on. It just sometimes is surprising to me. But she basically said, like, fuck her. And there's a lot of people who's like, fuck that. I've never talked to my mom, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's fine if that's where you're at. That's not where I'm at. But that's fine if that's where you want to stay there and ruminate in your shit. That's totally fine. You can stay there. But the one said she deserves a bullet between her eyes. Oh, no. No, no, no. We're not doing that. You can have all the negative fucking vibes and opinions you want about a family member who done you dirty at some point. But we are not talking about killing other people or running them over or, I mean, what? Why would you do, why? I don't get it. I don't know why you would go out to a public Facebook page that is called Love Your Broken Pieces and being like, fuck that bitch, she deserves to die, basically. So it feels kind of like work over there sometimes. So I've been kind of going back and forth of being in the group versus being on the page. You guys can post in here. I've been saying that since I started this group. Every once in a while somebody will post, but it's usually just me. And if that's the way it stays, hey, it is what it is. But it's just going to be less posting because, like, I have to post over there. Over there, a post is about every hour and a half. I have to have a post because of Facebook algorithms or whatever the hell they got going on. So I have a shit ton of memes saved in my phone. At all times. At all times, I have probably 50 memes in my phone. I tried every time. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get rid of them and I'm just going to schedule the page out forever and ever and then I can just stop scheduling and not have to work. Yeah, no, that's what I was going to do. That's literally what I was going to do. I was going to shut that page down, and I got an email and I got 2 messages and it was like, okay, Spirit, all right, I got you. So I just leave it there. Apparently it helps people. I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that yet anyways. Anyways, that's it. That's all I got. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. 30 minutes I was talking my face off for no reason. Because I was doing a live. Because I'm going to see my friend Shannon. I get to see her on Sunday. I have Monday off from work. It's going to be a beautiful day. Probably be driving for most of it, but it's fine. I get to get out of this basement and away from work and away from Appleton. And I get to go sit in the country. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And keep the page open. You helped me a lot. Well, thank you, Pam. But you just got here. What do you want me to talk about? I already showed The Office. You missed it all, Jennifer. I showed The Office that's just studs. That I still live in the basement. My marriage is in the shitter. I applied for supervisor. There's your summary. And I wanted to trade my car in, but I decided not to. Oh, and I still have a hole in my mouth. Life is grand. There's like 30-second summary of what I've talked about. So, damn it. You were walking. Well, that's healthy. I haven't done that. I'm sure Cheech would like me to. Maybe next week. Next week I can take him for a walk. Yeah, she literally, and she lives in the middle of nowhere. Like the very first time Erica and I went there, it was like, turn here, turn here, turn here. And their addresses are really weird. It's like 700 West South something street. And I'm like, I don't know. She lives in the middle of BFE in Indiana. So it's okay. She's got a screened-in porch and a really nice deck, and it's like trees. And you know I love trees. So, and I'm going to Washington in May, leave on my birthday. We're flying, me, my daughter, and my son, who turns 22 on Saturday. We're flying to Washington, state of Washington. We're going to do some national park stuff out there. They have a rainforest. I'm very excited. I want to see the rainforest. And of course, I want to drive through Forks, even though that's really not where Twilight was recorded. It was actually mostly filmed in Oregon. So part of the trip, hopefully, will be just driving through those spots, because I found them all on somebody's blog on Facebook. And then we get to see Oregon, too, a little bit of it anyways. Some of the stuff is still closed, obviously, with COVID. The Indian reservations don't let you access their beaches or anything like that. But there's a lot of other public national park stuff that's open. And I don't really need a visitor store to be open. So we're flying into Seattle and we get to see the Space Needle. And so there's lots to look forward to there. And it's coming soon. My God, it's like 2 months. So I'm excited for that. And then in October, I'm going back to Arizona. Oh my God, I can't wait. Because it's been a year and all my shit and memories are popping up of all the pictures I took there and stuff. And just driving in the car with Rachel was like the best thing ever. We laughed. Oh my God. We laughed so hard about absolutely nothing. Those are the times that I absolutely live for. This is why I take trips with my children every year. Because that's what happens. When you spend that amount of time with people, like the memories, fucking perfect. Do I ever talk about my readings during lives? Oh my God, you still have our recorded session? What? Oh Pam! Shh, shh, don't listen to it. Oh my God. Sometimes I do, but most times I don't. The reason for that is because it's confidential. I will talk about readings. I actually have some readings. I have one tomorrow and Saturday. Jennifer, oh my God, you people, oh my God. Oh my God, I'm like blushing. Shh, don't save them. Oh, goodness. I suppose, you know what, if it was me, I'd probably be like, oh my God, do you remember? Listen, and she was talking about grandma and blah, blah, blah. I don't remember any of that stuff. Yeah, oh my God, Pam, 2 years, Jesus. Yeah, so I have, I choose what I talk about and what I don't. Like every reading for me is different. Oh, Washington. Yes. Okay. Well, I'm hoping we'd love it too. Jennifer, I pick up something new every time. Oh my God. Yeah. So the very first office I had when I started doing readings was probably the best office. It was the smallest, but it was also the fucking hottest. Oh my God. That office was so hot. Jennifer, that's where I saw you. Pam, I don't remember. Oh my gosh, I honestly don't remember. Anyways, I had an office and it was upstairs. And it was just a small little, I mean, it wasn't even 10 feet wide. It was very tiny. But it fit my purpose because I'm not doing exercises or anything in there. I just had people come in, sit down, and then I'd read for them. Those early days, looking back, like how freaked out and nervous I would get, and how I had this book that I had to write in every time because I was just so afraid that spirit wasn't going to talk to me, and oh my God, and these people are going to be here, and then I'm going to like totally freeze, and what's going to, like your brain just goes crazy. And now, you guys, I'm fucking connected all the time. I would really, really like to believe that I have that little on-off sign that I tell everybody about, but I fucking don't. I don't. But here's the thing. I have learned to tune it out. So it's different. It's like if I want to talk to somebody's grandma right now, I can tap in and I could probably do that. I don't try and tap in when I'm trying to live my normal everyday life. Sometimes whoever these people are loud as hell and they'll start fucking with me before I have a reading, showing me images or making stuff. So this morning, 6 a.m., a piece of wood from that office that Miguel just had, it's like there was a 2x4 and he had shoved a little piece of wood behind it between the 2x4 and the wall. Piece of wood fucking fell out, 6 a.m. I'm awake. Okay, I'm awake now. Stop doing that shit. Stuff like that happens. Okay, hang on. So much in a short time. I just sent another friend to you. Oh, okay. My sister came to you the morning before my reading. So amazing. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. This is the thing, like, and this is what I tell people when I do medium readings for people. I will undoubtedly remember pieces of it because some of the things are so shocking even to me, like the way that some of these spirits are able to communicate and so clearly. Oh, I got the goosebumps, damn it. So clearly they can communicate about, oh my God, you guys stop talking to them. Oh shit. You're all talking to them because I can feel them now. Okay. They can be so specific, like right down to the shirt color, the kind of pants, the ground they were standing on, which Jennifer, that just came up. So if I read for somebody again, Jennifer doesn't need readings because her family just talks to me when I'm trying to hang out with her and have a nice time, which happens sometimes with my friends. If you're my friend, you'll know that it's kind of just a thing that happens when we hang out sometimes. Anyways, if I read for somebody again, like this particular time, I was just like, oh my God, he was outside and there was gravel. And she's just like, yeah. And she said, whatever, and I was just like, oh yeah, I remember that, because it's like they show me something that I've seen before. Some of the souls, like for people that I've read for more than one time, I can tell that who they are by their energy alone, how they come into my space sometimes. How many times have you shown up and I didn't ask for anything? Yeah. Okay. It's not that you asked for it, but clearly your whole MRF and family wanted to talk to you. I mean, how many people came through? At least 3, 4, at least 4. I'm trying to count, like, okay, there was mom, there was stepdad. Yes, stepdad. Yes. Brother, sister. So 4 that I remember. There could have been more. I don't know. What do you do on Saturday nights? Well, I hang out with my friend and talk to dead people. It's fine. Yeah, that's what I do. But what's interesting is I find that it's not my fault. Most of my family is over there. True. Good point. Good point. A lot of people want just psychic readings because they want to know the answers to stuff. So that's what I have going on this weekend, which is fine. I struggle with that ability because I feel like I feel like when I do a reading for people, a medium reading, some of them are very distinct and some of them are only about mediumship. They only came to me to hear from their loved ones on the other side. I get that. That's really what a medium reading is. But there are also other readings that are so intertwined between psychic ability and mediumship that that's kind of more who I feel like I am. I resonate with both abilities. So when I do readings, it just tends to be both. Separating the psychic piece for me is kind of like how it was when I started. It's really hard to separate that out from mediumship because it is one and the same for me. And the reason I say that is because when I am tuned in psychically to somebody and someone's asking me questions and I know it's either a yes or a no, or it's a brown car, or, like anything like that, it's because I'm tuning in to spirit. So it's, even though they're maybe not presenting themselves as full souls or like how they were in human form, I know that more than just my guides are present. So I don't know, it's always a double-edged sword for me. And there's times when people, like, it's not a bad thing to want a psychic reading. I just had a reading yesterday with my friend Bethany. She reads tarot because I want to know too, like, where am I roughly? Like, I do them for gut checks. I'm just not sure how I feel about it. The jury's still out on how I feel about doing psychic readings because we all have free will. And I think that's the hardest part. When I do mediumship, it's more of a, you can't be wrong. I mean, you can be, because sometimes I can't interpret what they're trying to get at me. I've gotten better over the years. And some souls are just stronger than others. They have maybe a better set of tools to use to communicate with me than others. And it has nothing to do with how long they've been gone. Because there are souls, 2 weeks, somebody had passed away and I had a reading for basically the entire family ended up coming to me. And there was so much information. It didn't matter that it had only been 2 weeks. You would have thought this person was on the other side for years, the way that they, chose to communicate. So it doesn't have anything to do with that. It's just the psychic piece of it. It's like, well, if I tell you today, like, if you're not going to get that job you applied for, like, oh, it doesn't look like you're going to get it. And you're like, the fuck I'm not. Like, that's what I know I want out of life. And you can put things into motion to get the degree for that job, apply for that job, whatever. So that's why psychic readings have always been a little bit harder for me, because with free will, anything that I tell you right now in this moment could completely change based off of what you or other people choose to do. So I'm not a big fan, but I still do it because there's a need for it. So I do. But anyways, I have booked off a lot of time. So I don't have a lot open in my calendar right now. I'm debating adding some extra days. I don't know, because I always feel like it's really hard to do like a reading back to back with somebody. And I try not to do that because even on the same day, sometimes what we had happen even recently was that it was not the person I was reading for's spirit. It was the next reading. So I don't like when they think they need to jump the line, because me telling this person all about you, they don't even know you. So, you know what I mean? It's just, no, you don't. If you're, become a medium. Work on that. Let it be a goal. It wasn't my goal. Let's just be clear. It was a shit show of a time for a long time for me when this all started. It's so crazy because I used to watch John Edward and I used to think, God, that's so cool. I wish I could do that. And here I am. Yeah, I know Spirit doesn't care about my schedule. But I don't let people come to me. Part of it is because people keep wanting to come to me, but I don't have an office space right now. We do. Don't get me wrong, we do. But I am not using it for reasons of the renter next door to that office. So once my home office is finished, whenever that is, we can't get an electrician here because all the fucking electricians are scheduled out with contracts or something. I think there will be readings that will happen here then, depending on the vibe of the people that want the reading, because I'm not going to let every fucking person come to my house, because that's not happening, because some of them just should not be in my space. But there will probably be some that, yeah, I will probably be doing readings out of here. I did decide that while I have Reiki 2 attunement right now, I don't think that's something I'm going to pursue at this point. I do have an appointment next week with my shaman, however, and that could all change. But right now I haven't. Well, and of course I haven't bought the massage table, which is the bed that people use for Reiki, because I don't have an office space. Plus, we got a lot of shit going on here. And what's really going to happen? Like, I guess it just all depends on what happens with us. But I'm not moving. I'm not leaving this house. If I have to leave this house, then I'm going to an apartment. Or something. I don't know. We'll see. But, you know, it's all free will. And whatever the universe decides is what's best for me. Always for my greater good. That's what I have to look at it from. This setback in the keto world is for my greater good, because it's pushing me to look deeper and sit in my shit and figure out. The other thing is, with these damn aligners, I can't chew gum. I realized how much I use gum when I'm anxious, when it was taken away from me. That's been a huge thing. So like when my mind starts going crazy, I would just chew gum and snap gum and, you know, pop bubbles, and because it like takes away takes the edge off, I guess. And now I can't have gum. 5 weeks. Let's see. Yep, I'm on week 4 on the top, week 3 on the bottom. Plus there was almost a week off, so I had like 5 weeks with no gum. Plus I've had tooth issues. So, anyways, I don't know about next week. I don't know if I'll do a live next week, that would be the 14th, March 14th. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll just fly by the seat of my pants and throw it out there and just do it whenever the hell I want. Maybe that's what I'm going to do. I don't know. I know as summer comes, people are going to be less on social media. That's my plan. I don't want to hang out. But, you know, every time I need a good laugh, I just go to TikTok because, y'all, oh, my God. Excuse me. I love TikTok. TikTok is hilarious for the most part. There are some people that I watch that I'm just like, you know, there's this guy that I watch. He's from like the UK or something, and he watches craft videos and does commentary, and he's so hilarious, and his laugh is like the best. I wouldn't normally watch stuff like that, but, you know, it's TikTok. I don't make videos, though. These are the only things I do. I just do lives. I'm probably going to go live more on my page, and I said that last time, but now I'm just like, it's my fucking page. I kind of feel like I inserted my foot to the page when I went live the last time. So we'll see what happens. The colors have been ordered for the shirts I have the shirts. I've had the shirts forever. The colors have been ordered for the words because I wanted a very specific pink because I am a princess. So those will probably be out around summer, I'm guessing, by the time we get them all done and get with the guy to have them made and stuff. So they're just generic shirts right now, so we have to get them made. But anyways, okay. All right. I love you. And until next time, which I don't know when that'll be, but peace out, homies.